The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
13.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 42-yard line. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
For the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down now. It's Coleman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! Hey, Black!
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to the 26. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 47 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
We got this. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
49ers 7.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Good track, good track.
65, 65.
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put them on the ground.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and
again,
again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check safety, check safety.
21.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The end result, 21 yards.
You draw quarter. Alert!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Clock!
Watch the screen.
61, matchbox lights.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's come up. Hey, let's go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Alert, alert!
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Got.
Point it right. Ready, kill.
Got.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second and 6. Mayfield. He's going to wind up in air. That's caught inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Seibert's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 4. Check 43.
They run it again with Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
20.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
The run for Nick Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And again, it's Chubb.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
11.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Now Garoppolo. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, World.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Chubb on the counter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Real. Hey, Orbit.
Right there. 54 Mike.
General West.
Our time. It's our time.
They run. Chubb. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
11.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, 62 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This is a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 59 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the ground, it's Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one on that play.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Run. Check 52. Protein spill.
They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard. Line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Good. 180.
53.
Pistol.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check 99. Check 99.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Slam.
My touch.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room.
Point it right.
Let's go.
Hurry.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Go. Hey, alert. My point.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He was looking for Landry that time. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
80 weapons.
Jam. Check 9. No.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Scott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check 53. 2J. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing his Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Pistol. Hurry. I got it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, check, Mike.
Run.
Check, Mike 47. Let's go, D.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen,
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
53, check 53.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Tight down, there you go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Hey, alert!
Alert 3.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 31.
Hey, zoom.
Chubb. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Okay, baby, I see you.
The tackle made by Derek Barnett. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Browns 0.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Watch the eye.
A give running right is Chubb. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Scott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Twist.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield on play action. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along as they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
You draw quarters.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Scott. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Browns' 37-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Scott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Scott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hurry! Hurry!
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know this.
That his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike, 53.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
53, Mike, 53.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
I got it.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
There we go. Back. Waiting.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They go again with Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns' drive about to get started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
218, chop.
They run it again with Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Jackson on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with the former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Solid.
They'll run again with Clement. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 29 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Hurry!
47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
180. Check 53. Mike. He's counting you. He's counting us.
Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, echo. 53 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Scott trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, after getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles. And I believe he's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 43.
Mayfield now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.